y'all, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have, surprise, surprise, another Shadow and Bone video. We have been getting non-stop new clips, stills, and behind the scenes info the past week in preparation for the premiere next Friday, April 23rd. Someone asked if I was going to do another video because not only did Netflix put out this video called Building the World of Shadow and Bone with more clips and behind the scenes, we also got some Nina Matthias, aka Hellnick stills, and can I just say, finally, because it's been a dry ass Hellnick desert as far as content, and they finally quenched my thirst. Feed me my scraps, I will take them. So let's break all of this down and talk about it. But first, please subscribe and like this video. I am on my way to hitting a very exciting milestone of 1,500 subscribers, and I would love to have you all here for this journey of Shadow and Bone content that I have apparently decided to venture into. I'll be doing dedicated episode breakdowns, and my husband Carlos, aka the biggest Nikolai fan and Zoya simp in existence, who many of you love almost as much as I do, will be joining me for more Shadow and Bone content, which we are super excited about. I'm also creating a spoiler-free everything you need to know about the Grishaverse before you watch the show video, which will be up before next Friday's premiere. Okay, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. As usual, I'm going to slow down all these clips featured in this new Netflix behind the scenes video and breaking them down one by one. And then I'll be talking about the new stills we've gotten of the Nina Matthias variety. If you want to watch the Netflix video, it is linked below. So the video starts out with some things we've already seen, but then throws this new little bit in with it. This is actress Genesis Linnea, who is playing a character named Natasha, and just before they enter the Shadowfold, she says, "In we go," an icon. Next is this shot of who I assume is Alina and the Darkling riding on a horse, her wearing a red kefta borrowed from someone, and that assumption stems from a couple of things. So first of all, these new stills that we got where she's wearing a red kefta and talking to the Darkling, and I'm going to take a guess and say it's possible that they've written into the show the part where Alina is on her way to Os Alta and is attacked by Ravka's enemies, I believe from Shuhan. I think that's where many of these shots come from, as there's a carriage in the background. In the books, she's attacked and she's about to be murdered, and the Darkling performs the cut and saves her life. And then they venture to the Ravkan capital. That's my guess, but let me know if you have any theories. Next, we get this shot of the Apparat whispering into the Ravkan king's ear, which here he is majorly channeling Grima Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Apparat played on screen. He's such a weird character and really has to be played very specifically, I think, so I'm looking forward to seeing Kevin Eldon's performance. The Darkling bows to the king, which I'm sure makes him die a little inside. Alina bows, and then we get this great shot of the throne room, which is way better than I had personally imagined it. I don't know about you guys. They've created an animated version of the map, which is excellent. I'm a big fan of maps in books. I'm a very visual learner, so seeing that transferred over to the TV show is very exciting, especially considering it looks like they've changed almost nothing, and I'm very glad that they're trying to stay true to the details like that. After that, we see Alina and Mal meeting up.
Alina!
In the Ravkan First Army,
We find our heroine, Alina, and her best friend, Mal. They are really grunts of the First Army that feel a lot like cannon fodder.
When did you get in?
Yesterday. Everyone's getting their assignments.
An expansion on another recent clip we got, and I personally am dying from the cuteness. She says, "When did you get in?" And he says, "Yesterday." They're handing out assignments, and obviously the assignment that they both end up getting is going into the Shadowfold. The only way to get anything in or out of Ravka is to cross the fold and get to West Ravka, and in the books, Alina was supposed to go to Oskurvo, which is in West Ravka, and Mal was supposed to be doing other such First Army nonsense, but they get attacked and they never actually made it across the fold. So the show is going to differ from the books, as Mal and Alina both knew that they were going into the fold when the book started. I think this clip leads right into this other clip we got a few days ago where he shows her that he has some Kruga. Next, we see Mal and Alina together with several other members of the First Army, and I love the way she smiles at him here. I am dying. After that, we see an expansion on a clip we've already seen, but it gave me some context to understand where we're at in the story here. So she says, "If it goes wrong, come back." And here she's still wearing her First Army uniform. So my thinking is that regarding how Mal mentioned earlier that they're handing out assignments, I think they've just found out that Mal has been assigned to go and cross the fold. And this makes sense when you think about this clip we got a while back.
What the hell are you doing here?
I'll make it.
So Mal apparently gets assigned first, and then Alina gets assigned later, and then she shows up and he says, "What are you doing here?" We get a quick clip of the first army grunts marching and another view of Zoya putting out fires with her squalor powers. Here we see two Heartrenders taking out some enemies, and then, and this is exciting as it's the first we've seen of this part of Mal's story, we see Mal fighting a squalor. I'm super looking forward to seeing the tension between the first army and the second army. I love the shot we get of the squalor creating a funnel. I'm so excited to see this magic come to life on screen. Next, we get this shot of David. He's at the Grand Palace, obviously, and honestly, after slowing it down and watching his mannerisms several times, it really seems like they've gone out of their way to make David even more awkward than he was in the books. Maybe he's in the presence of Genya and just cannot even. It looks like he's handing Alina a glove here, which I'm hoping means we get to see her mirror gloves that he created for her. That would be awesome. We get another shot of a Heartrender, and yeah, that's blood. Here we see a Corporalki healer, and I think that this might possibly be Alina that she's healing. Maybe after they were attacked in the fold. We can see there's some blood on Alina's shirt in this clip as she's being led to the Darkling's tent post-fold, so I think whatever wound she had was taken care of in the shot by this healer. Next is a shot of the Darkling leaving his personal carriage, black of course. Not sure exactly where he is. He doesn't look happy. Maybe this is after Mal and Alina escape and are off to find the stag, and he and his Oprichniki are searching for them. After that, we get some concept art of the Volcra. I don't know about y'all, but the Volcra ended up being way scarier than I had pictured. They give us this great shot of the double-headed Lansov eagle and a Volcra flapping its wings directly behind it. Up next, we see what could possibly be Historia Sancta, the book given to Alina by the Apparat that gives all the information about the different saints that are worshipped by Ravkans. This book is telling the story of the only hope for Ravka, the Sun Summoner, which that symbol is obviously the sun. The Sun Summoner could banish the Shadowfold, which is the main reason that Ravka is losing the war. Here we get a shot of a wall with Sancta Alina. Unclear if this is Ravka or Kerch, and unclear if this is supposed to depict the hope of the people that there will one day be a Sun Summoner, or if they're actually trying to depict Alina and just don't know what she looks like. I'm loving seeing the languages depicted. I'd really love to interview the guy who created the languages of Kerch and Ravkan for the show. He's the same person who created Dothraki for Game of Thrones, and I think it's so incredibly cool that people can just create whole languages. Next new shot after that is Ketterdam, and we see a street which I assume is outside of the Crow Club, and then what is likely the inside of the Crow Club, with Jesper here at the table playing cards. Jesper goes to grab some money, and Dirty Hands himself steps in with his infamous cane. Then we see Kaz, Inej, and Jesper walking the streets of Ketterdam. Then next, someone in the Crow Club, who I think is a card stealer, tossing a coin to Jesper. This just oozes cool, all of it. Next thing I want to point out is this shot here of the crows with this guy, and it could be Pekka Rollins they're meeting. These almost look like maybe photographs, but I don't think that that's accurate. Could be ledgers for who owes him money. Next, we see the crows in an alley talking to someone, and I think it's likely that since Jesper is the one kneeling down speaking to this person, that he's speaking Zemeni, and that this person might have information that the crows need. Here we see Alina facing away from the fold while everyone else is looking at the fold. So my guess is that she's looking at the Darkling, and that it's the companion shot to this one that we see of him. Next one I want to point out goes so fast, and I can't make much sense of it, but it's definitely the Darkling. He's definitely using his magic, but he's under attack. I'm not sure where, and I'm not sure by who, but that's definitely him. Speaking of him being under attack, I know we've seen these shots before, but I realized he's actually surrounded by the Ravkan army. So I think here we're getting some possible Black Heretic throwbacks, maybe seeing even the creation of the fold. All right, let's wrap this up by talking about these Nina stills. First one, damn girl. Second one I want to talk about is this one. It looks like this is a different prison from where she is in the trailer that came out a couple weeks back. She is wearing a different outfit, and she also has bread, which honestly, if he doesn't take it, I'll be pissed, because the fact that she's willing to share her food with him is a big thing for Nina. Next one is this one, and I'm guessing that this is right after they have shipwrecked. She looks super angry, and honestly, I just cannot get over how much I am in love with Nina Zenik. Last one is this, and I'm guessing that this is the moment where she's making fun of him and then she falls through the ice and he saves her life. I cannot freaking wait. That was one of my favorite parts of the Six of Crows book, and I cannot wait to watch it play out on screen. All right, that's all I have for you today. Chat with me in the comments. Let me know your theories. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.